It is a bad thing for any human being with all the disorders and affections of the human mind to be the sovereign authority, which ought to be reserved for the law itself. Tinubu is not the sovereign authority in Nigeria. Sovereignty belongs to the people. And every government derives its power and authority from the people. And the people have spoken through the constitution and through the laws that no president should remove elected. The implication is that we don't have democracy anymore. Because if you can remove elected representatives of the people, why would you call them to come and vote next time? If there is an invasion against Nigeria, will Tinubu agree that the military will come and sack him and give reason that it is because of the invasion, and because of the invasion there is a need for a state of emergency, and when there is a state of emergency the president has to go, and then they rule by decree? Because that's exactly what the president did. And you know the difference. If there is an invasion against Nigeria, the law gives power to declare state of emergency. There is no invasion of any part of Nigeria. There is no threat of war. I'm even hearing that Cameroonians are harassing Nigerians in the mangrove. Maybe Tinubu should consider declaring a state of emergency and giving up his seat and inviting another military man to come and take over, because Cameroon is invading Nigeria. Because what is good for the goose is good for the gander. So there's no room for what Tinubu did. As a matter of fact, in my own opinion, it's treasonable. So if it happens, we are no longer in a democracy. We are now in a full-blown dictatorship.
Gentlemen of the press, today we join youths all over the world, from the west, from the east, and from the central, have come together today at Ndiama to also, in continuation of expressing our displeasure over the rascality of the minister of the FCT, a man who was empowered by a Joe woman against the decision of our people. Till today, she is hated by our people because of our love for Wike. How has Wike treated then Mrs. Patient Jonathan? Did he respect her? No. Is he still loyal to Mrs. Jonathan? No. Why will he expect Fubara to lick his foot? Never. It's a bomb food. We have told the federal government, we have told Mr. President that please, we have all repented. We are happy in our repentance nation. We don't want to go back to the root. They should not push us to go back. We'll go back because to the if we go back, more Adagaboros will arise. More Kampolos will arise. More Kingatekes will arise. More Kingatekes. More Bolons will arise. More shooter sides will arise. And more will arise. We will take over the dream of Nigeria and Nigeria and the well-being of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That Mr. President, who we all voted for as a Southern president, to caution that power-drunk, ignoramus entity, ungrateful minister of the Federal Capital Territory. If the president refuse to call him to order, whatever decision a job people will take, a judge in Rivers, a judge in Akwa Ibom, a judge in Abia, a judge in Bayelsa, a judge in Delta, a judge in Edo, a judge in Ondo, even a judge in Lagos and diaspora, whatever decision they choose to take, it is no, we should not be held responsible. That's why we are call Wike to order before it is too late. Those people are too strong. We are never cowards. Our fathers were not cowards. Our great-grandfathers were never cowards. Not us, not in our time. That a man with 3.5 local government in Rivers State will intimidate the fourth largest ethnic nationality in Nigeria. Today, we have done this. We don't know what will happen tomorrow. We can rat. Begging that the president should resolve this matter and leave Fubara. complete his constitutionally mandated elected tenure as governor of Rivers State. They should take this matter seriously. If they want to impeach they should dig more graves in the cemeteries because they will have to kill all the joy youths.
We have granted no personal grant to every Johnson who is against Fubara.
While we are clamoring for our state, and they will give us our state, they are going to give us our republic. Let all the Ijaw people storm it. Let us be as many as possible in that place. Storm Tinubu, attack Tinubu, storm him. Let us combine with the Igbos. While we are agitating for our own country, we combine with the Igbos so that this country will break off. They are mad.
What is the first tactic that should be used to divide this country?
There are strategies. If we want those strategies, let's create a WhatsApp group and then decide it there.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
To stop the oil flow so that Tinubu can provide for himself.
The only way to stop oil flow is by bombing of the pipeline.
They can go and bomb Bonny now and everything will end. They can go and bomb Bonny now and everything will end.
Tell those people to shift from those areas. When they shift, you cut it off. So you cut it off from Nembe there. You cut it off from Nembe. That is how they do it.
That happened yesterday concerning the declaration of state of emergency in Rivers State. As we speak, MBA has spoken, lawyers have spoken that what Tinubu did is against the law. We have asked National Assembly to stand against it and reverse it because Section 305 did not empower the president to sack the House of Assembly and government. You look at this, Tinubu is a dictator.
No, it's pointing towards that one thing, the same calamity Gowon committed that led to Nigeria-Biafran war is the same thing Tinubu is committing against the Biafran land. Tinubu doesn't know that he is simply declaring state of emergency on Biafran land, and it has been globally condemned by agencies and international bodies who are watching closely the development and how Tinubu has continued to push his tyrannical tendencies when it comes to providing leadership to Nigeria. I saw it and I'm not happy. I'm happy too because for you to bring Wike's ally, a loyalist, a friend of Wike as an administrator of Rivers State shows that Tinubu is the worst ever. They say Yorubas go to school. He's becoming an embarrassment to sophisticated Southwest people who has maintained some level of academic respect over the years, who have been seen to have produced some genius, within every circle of this of a system. Tinubu has continued to show that he is more glorified in taking outlandish decisions against the popularity, against the will of the people. Fubara is elected, has endorsed people's mandate. Wike is on appointment currently now. I don't see where this synergy comes from. I know that they want to sit on, but having for Bola Ahmed Tinubu to choose, to lose over 50% of Nigeria revenue to a friend called Wike, it tells you how myopic some people can be in this regard. The world is going to stand against it, and I can tell you, at the end of the day, and after 6 months or thereabout, if it is not reversed by the National Assembly, and of course, before that time, there was an emergency meeting between NIA and National Service Chiefs, and everybody was there. The Senate President were there, where this kangaroo decision of state of emergency was announced. And you can see what is happening now. Where the major pipeline has been blown off, and a lot of things are already happening, and we are expecting a major reaction from the Ijaw community, the nation, in that respect. Wike will lose. Tinubu will also lose in this regard, and the fight might, speak more than what we are seeing today, to an extent that, of course, the Northerners are already afraid that the Biafran Igbos might, catch on this, and of course, it is a serious signal to Asani Dokubo, who campaigned for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who went everywhere, even using threatening Igbo nation. Now, where is Asani Dokubo? They are also waiting for the Igbo to come and defend them at the end of the day. Now, that's what is going to happen.
We understand that this is not the first time a president will be declaring state of emergency. We had in the past where Obasanjo did it and sacked president just the same way Tinubu is doing it. But we had a Jonathan who did it and followed due process. The governor was not sacked. And as we speak, do you foresee a Fubara challenging this in court?
He can go to court. Of course, he can go to court. But I can tell you the suspension aspect of it is where a lot of people are having reservations. Why would you declare state of emergency and she went as far as suspending the government?
But let me bring this angle, Mr. Chinedu Michael. Ruben Abati said Tinubu have been committed impeachable offense and he should be impeached.
Of course, now, Tinubu has been committing an impeachable offense, because...
No, he said by taking away the power of legislation of the Rivers State House of Assembly and giving Federal Executive Council the power to legislate for Rivers.
That's what I'm saying, that Tinubu has been committing impeachable offense. This is not the first time, this is not the second time, this is not the third time. It's just that, the rubber stamped Ababio Senate President choose to look the other way around. This thing cannot happen under Saraki. We know that the president would have been put a place where he deserved. When somebody is incapacitated, Tinubu is incapacitated in terms of providing leadership for Nigeria, and that one alone is an impeachable offense. So, but for him to exercise based on the constitution, I don't know where he borrowed it. He can declare a state of emergency, but has it come to the level of declaring state of emergency, knowing fully well that there are certain things that would have happened or can be seen happen before the president is a sign of a failed system. It's a sign of incompetence. It's a sign of weak leadership. It's a sign of something that is archaic. The president would have been put a place where he deserved. When somebody is incapacitated, Tinubu is incapacitated in terms of providing leadership for Nigeria, and that one alone is an impeachable offense. So, but for him to exercise based on the constitution, I don't know where he borrowed it. He can declare a state of emergency, but has it come to the level of declaring state of emergency, knowing fully well that there are certain things that would have happened or can be seen happen before the president is a sign of a failed system. It's a sign of incompetence. It's a sign of weak leadership. It's a sign of something that is archaic. So Tinubu does not know that these actions he has been taking, that it's been what and it's bringing Nigeria down on daily basis. Well, so a lot of people are already praying that possibly this can lead to final disintegration of Nigeria.
Now, lastly on this, because the judge have asked Tinubu to choose between Wike and his John Nation. We understand that as we speak, someone like Asani Dokubo, who of course is an Ijaw man, though an Igbo man who later became an Ijaw man, have said that the way it stands, that the Ijaws are going to form an alliance with the North against Tinubu.
He's a very myopic person. Asani Dokubo is no longer relevant. He has been tailored. His brain is not working again because he doesn't know what he's doing. When he was busy campaigning Bola Ahmed Tinubu up and down, he doesn't know what he's saying. And forming an alliance with the North are also pioneering the destruction of the Niger Delta. Shame on Asani Dokubo, on the rest of them.
But generally speaking, what does it portend for the relationship between...
Bros, that's why...
Not Asani Dokubo this time around.
Yes.
What does it portend for the relationship between the John Nation and Tinubu?
What it portends is that just like they have opened the room for people to investigate who are truly the Ijaws, who are the Ijaws, who are the Ijaws, what are the components?
And of course,
what are the components that made up Ijaws? Who are the Ijaws? Can we understand?
Asani Dokubo came out.
That's what I'm saying. Who are the Ijaws? When they said Ijaws are minority of the minority, so a former governor said it, Wike said it, the minority of the minority, the few Ijaws can only be found to be very significant in Bayelsa State. That's what Wike said. That without the Igbos, there's no Ijaws. That's what Wike said. But unfortunately, I look at Sani Dokubo, you know, he does not. Sani Dokubo has lost the moral right to stand up and mention anything or relationship between Ijaw and rubbish. They want to see a fresh, strong-minded people, you know, emerge from the Ijaw community ISIS to negotiate with the Igbos concerning the future of the Ijaw nation. I must say, very thank you for time.
Alright guys, thank you very much for staying to the end of this video. What's your take on this? The Ijaws joining the Biafrans? The same people that said they are not with Biafrans, so they want to join the Biafra struggle. So guys, how you see this matter as it be like this? Make a leave una put in a mouth for this matter, and don't also forget that this matter you don't take another dimension. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you know, do this matter well, because this likely to escalate to something else. So I beg, drop your comment below the comment section. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, share this video, make it go viral. Let Nigerians understand what is happening today in the Nigerian political landscape. Thank you.